And let's talk about Cardi B. So, you already know, and it happened around the Super Bowl that Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are no longer together. I remember I showed y'all that clip where they said, I think it was ESPN or one of them asked her on the red carpet, "Do you have anything to say to Stefon Diggs as he's getting ready to go play at the Super Bowl?" And she made this face and was just like, "Good luck," and just walked away. So we all knew then it was like, okay, there's like a tone shift here. There's something going on with her because she seemed to be in good spirits when they first announced that they were going to the Super Bowl. And she was like, "We going to the Super Bowl and everything." And then 2 years later, it's funny how what 2 weeks can do to a relationship. Because 2 weeks later, did I say 2 years later? two before 2 weeks later, they broken up. And they weren't really talking about it, whatever. But then she did mention um at one of the concerts, because I did see the clip. Just be like, just because I'm mad at my baby father, don't necessarily mean you can say some shit about him, something or another in that context. I'm looking forward to working her show because I just got my schedule last night. So yes, I am working the Cardi B show next month. So I'm excited to work her show and see how that is up close instead of seeing all the clips and stuff online. But um let's in the so with me setting all that up, now there's a story that's coming out according to reports, the reason behind Cardi and her split from Stefan, which I don't think you really had to tell me why, because I kind of did a lot of the stuff I was saying as the reason what was going on in the relationship turned out to be what this person said. So it was a trust issue because apparently he was going around laying low and spreading it wide all these women. I'm like, sis, the minute you found out that man was running around here having multiple babies on you around the same time you was pushing out his son in November is when she had the baby. You having a baby, a bunch of other women having a baby, all in the same year. So y'all like what? Irish quintuplets or something or other. I can't remember how many babies was in total. It might have been three or four. But you know when they say when you have multiple babies from different women in that time, they call them like Irish twins if there was like two. But then it's like with him, he couldn't keep his dick in his pants, which we all knew that from the beginning, which is why we said Cardi leave that man alone. But that's what she chose. This is the avenue she decided to go down, and now she's gonna have to be stuck with this man because of the connection between the babies for the rest of her life. But I did hear that he was trying to woo her back. He was all these other things, and she was just like, "No, it's not working." And if you want to come see your son, you can see him. But with her having the money that she has and the access that she could just have the nanny take the baby over to him. They could spend the day together, and when it's time for the baby to come back to his mother, nanny go get the baby, bring him back to Bel Khalees, and we all move on with our lives. So they said they were always so up and down. This is what a source told Us Weekly as the pair who split a few days before Diggs and the New England Patriots were defeated by the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 2026. I was actually happy that the Seahawks won because I don't like the Patriots and I don't like their boss, especially a lot of what he stands for politically in the whole Israel Zionism bullshit. So I'm glad they lost on that count. So now they said this isn't the first time they have broken up. He betrayed her so many times. Her friends have been trying to show her that he is not right for her and that she deserved better. Cardi is now single and putting herself out there again, a source shared, adding, she feels free. The source told the outlet that the Grammy winner is focusing on her music right now and realized she doesn't want to be worried about him while she's on tour. Which I hear that the tour is doing relatively well. I mean, she sold out the Kia Forum for 2 nights, which I don't think has ever been done by a rapper, let alone a female rapper. I think it's so far as like female rapper, 2 nights at the Kia, where you didn't have to like run down seats and cover them up with sheets or whatever, as some of you bitches have done. And I've caught y'all doing that. We've seen the pictures, we brought it up on the show. She never had to do that because Cardi has a huge fan base. People like her. She's personable. She seems, well, I'm just saying, based off the image we're getting, and that's what people want to see. So, and people like her because she seems like she's personable. She's not an asshole and all this other stuff. And people like that she just comes out and says it how she means it. Say it like you mean it. Ooh, ooh, shout it out. Didn't Wendy Williams say that? How you doing? But so she's successful in that whole situation. I also heard that she had a truck that has a like a recording studio in it. So she's also been making new music as she's been touring, which I think is smart because You've been gone for so long. It's like you and your ghostwriters get up in there, y'all start working on your your songs or whatever, and you get in the booth when you got time, do your songs, and then you could probably add them to the tour, or it could be like something to shape the next album. Because I feel like you have been gone for a minute. You got to keep that momentum up. You can't keep your fans waiting another 7 damn years. Otherwise, your career gonna end up like Lil Kim's, where she out here getting mad at the fans for trying to tell her how to do her career. So they said Page Six has reached out to reps for both Cardi and Diggs, but did not immediately hear back. Rumors that Cardi, who's 33, excuse me, and Diggs, who's 32, had called it quits surfaced after the Super Bowl earlier this month. The Bodak Yellow rapper immediately left Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, after she appeared in Bad Bunny's all star-studded halftime show. She did not stay to cheer on her boyfriend for the second half of the game. And remember, there was a whole situation that went on that they said she spent over, I think, $1 million on renting out some suites and like flying family and all these other people in so that way they could celebrate him on his situation. But I guess once you already put that deposit down, it was no coming back. So I guess she had to lose that money, and whoever got to enjoy it on her dime got to enjoy it on her dime. But she's probably looking at it, please, like over $1 million is probably like $10 to her. So I can make that back in a day because I'm hearing that she makes $2 million per show that she does. So she already made that money back, from touring. So now they said that they also unfollowed each other on IG. Now Diggs was also spotted with Pre, a woman who allegedly had an affair with Cardi's ex-husband Offset, which I told y'all she was there, along with one of his baby mamas, recent ones. In a video shared by the NFL, Diggs greeted Pre and told the athlete she loved him as he greeted her and his other friends and family before kickoff. Additionally, Pre was seen on the field with the Patriots and wearing credentials that gave her access to their team hotel. Earlier this month, Cardi confronted the split claims during her Little Miss Drama tour stop in LA, saying, oh, see, this is what I was just saying. Like, literally, they got the line in here that I was just telling y'all about because I said I saw the video. She said, let me tell you something. Just because I ain't fucking with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby daddy, bitch. This is for you, bitch, she said, according to a viral video shared online. The I Like It MC and Diggs began dating in 2025, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But look, she got other kids. She got Culture, who's 7, Wave, who's 4, and Blossom, who's 1, and now she got this other infant. But it's good. Like, look, we know her uterus work. She in her early 30s. She popping them all out now, so that way when they get to be a certain age, at least they all close together in age, which I think is good. And she's got enough money to take care of all them damn kids. But Carter, you got to do a whole lot better with the men that the company you keep relationship wise, because every man you lay down with, and I'm not saying you don't need to get your coochie scratched, but if you're gonna lay down with men or whatever the case is, if he ain't gonna wear no condom, you got to do what you got to do. Because who likes condoms when they fucking? It's like if you're gonna lay down and not use no condom, so that way he don't skeet skeet up in your cooch, then you do what you got to do to make sure that you're not gonna end up out here with a oops baby or whatever the case is, and now all of a sudden you got a litter of children and you the female Nick Cannon. When you got all these damn kids and then all the baby mothers has got their drama, which we've been hearing about with Nick Cannon, and a bunch of his baby mothers have been speaking out on this whole harem of bullshit they caught up in. And then now you got to deal with these type of men who in so many ways ain't no different than Offset. Because even though Stefon is a football player and he's probably got, not probably, most likely has way more money than Offset does, you dating the same, you hooking up with the same type of man with the same type of drama and the same type of attitude. And just because he's a part of the NFL don't necessarily mean he don't have them nookerish tendencies, because we seeing it coming from Stefan. And if you sit up here saying that he don't like drama, you clearly do, because if you're getting with someone like a Cardi B, you like all that mess. And it's not just with her, but it's also the multiple women that you decide to just sleep with. I don't know if this has anything to do with these rumors that he might be into men or whatever the case is, and that lawsuit that came out from that dude that said that because he rejected Stefan's advances, that allegedly, that he just didn't want, he objected his advances that wound up getting beat up or whatever the case was. I can't remember that full story, but y'all know what I'm saying in regards to that. That is like you're trying to overcompensate, as a lot of these so-called alpha males like to do, these masculine presenting men like to do, where it's like y'all going around and having multiple children, but y'all really like the D and sticking y'all D in some P. No. I mean, in the booty cheeks. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Cardi B, you are smart for taking the time to focus on yourself, focus on your career. And if the right guy comes along down the road, you receive it, be open to it. And I do feel like there's a good guy out there for you. But I always say that a lot of times the type of people you attract is based off of the energy that you putting out there in the world. So maybe you need to restructure your energy and the type of men that you be wanting. Like, let him be a nooker in the bedroom, but a gentleman out in public and not disrespecting you and sleeping with a bunch of birds because they got they got something to prove. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story in regards to this report that's saying that yeah, they split because she couldn't trust him. And he was going around, I guess, laying low, spreading it wild with a bunch of different women, and she was just tired, I guess, being made the fool. But if you get another man that's similar and with these other men, girl, you know we're gonna be looking at you with a side eye, and we just gonna have to read you down to the ground because, like, ma'am, at some point you got to get it together and realize these men ain't the problem. I mean, it's the company, it's the thing you attract, it's your energy, it's you. You got to reshift and refocus what it is that you like and some of the men that you get with. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.